You wake before the alarm, your mind already racing through the inventory of the day. 3 lunches to prepare, the permission slip you forgot to sign, the presentation for work that you will somehow complete between school drop-off and the grocery run. Your body moves through the morning routine on autopilot, while your brain calculates logistics, anticipates crises, remembers the emotional needs of everyone except the person in the mirror. By 8 a.m., you have already performed hours of invisible labor, the mental load that has no name and no compensation, the project management of lives that are not your own. This is not exhaustion from physical work. You could handle physical work. This is the depletion of continuous partial attention, the cognitive cost of maintaining the entire family's emotional and practical architecture in your mind at all times. You know where the soccer cleats are hidden, when the dentist appointment was rescheduled, which relative is feuding with whom, and how to navigate the next family gathering accordingly. You hold the map of everyone's needs, preferences, triggers, and schedules, and you hold it silently, because naming this labor would be complaining, and complaining would make you ungrateful for the life you have built. The mystery is why this labor feels so heavy when it looks so light from the outside. You are not mining coal, you are not fighting wars. You are caring for people you love in a home you chose, with resources many do not have. And yet your nervous system is screaming, your sleep is broken, your joy has become a memory you cannot quite locate in time. Something is wrong that you cannot name. A dissonance between what you were promised and what you are living, between the valorization of motherhood and the reality of its erasure. The neuroscience of mental load reveals why this feels impossible. Your brain has limited working memory, the cognitive space where active processing occurs. When you are constantly tracking multiple streams of information, switching rapidly between tasks, anticipating problems before they arise, you are operating in a state of chronic cognitive overload. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making and emotional regulation, becomes depleted. This is not weakness, this is biology. Every time you interrupt your own work to answer a question you have already answered, every time you hold 6 variables in mind while attempting to complete a 7th task, you are drawing down resources that do not regenerate without rest, and rest is the one thing the architecture of your life does not permit. Consider the specific texture of this invisibility. You mention to your partner that you need to schedule the pediatrician appointment. He responds with helpfulness. Just let me know when and I will take her. But you must still remember that the appointment needs to be made, research which pediatrician is covered by insurance, find a time that does not conflict with his meetings or your deadlines or the school pickup, make the call, put it on the calendar, remind him 3 times because his cognitive space does not automatically hold this information, and then monitor whether he actually goes. His single task exists within a system you maintain. When he completes it, he receives gratitude for helping. When you complete the 97 tasks surrounding it, you receive nothing, because this maintenance is simply expected, the background radiation of your role. Imagine the conversation you never have but rehearse in the shower, in the car, in the 3 minutes before sleep. I am drowning. I cannot hold all of this anymore. I need you to see what I do, to really see it, and to take some of it permanently, not just when I ask, because asking is itself a burden. And in your fantasy, he hears you, really hears you, and something shifts. He begins to notice, to anticipate, to carry his share of the mental weight without your direction. But this conversation, when you actually attempt it, dissolves into defensiveness or confusion. He says, I do not know what you want me to do. Just tell me and I will do it. Or he says, I work too. I am tired too. Or he says, you are better at this stuff anyway. You have always handled it. These responses reveal the fundamental structure of the problem. You are not simply tired from doing too much. You are exhausted from being the manager of everything, the one who must know what needs doing and assign it appropriately, who must maintain the entire system in order to delegate fragments of it. True sharing of mental load would mean he knows what needs doing without your direction, holds the same information in his mind, anticipates the same problems. This is not about willingness to help. It is about the architecture of attention, about whose brain is configured to hold the family's needs and whose is permitted to focus on individual tasks within that system. The long-term emotional consequences of this configuration are profound and measurable. Research on maternal mental load shows elevated rates of anxiety, depression, and autoimmune conditions in women who carry disproportionate cognitive responsibility for family management. Your body is responding to conditions it cannot change by changing itself, developing symptoms that are real and physical, even when their origin is social. The chronic stress of continuous partial attention, of never being fully present in any moment, because always anticipating the next demand, creates a physiological state of hyperarousal that persists even in rare moments of quiet. You cannot relax, because relaxation requires trust that the system will function without your monitoring, and that trust has been systematically eroded by experience. There is also the specific pain of non-recognition, the sense that your labor is not just invisible, but actively devalued. When you attempt to name what you do, when you calculate the hours of planning and anticipating and remembering, you are met with incredulity. He says, "But I do things too. I took out the trash. I played with the kids." And these contributions are real, but they exist within a framework you maintain. Tasks executed without the cognitive overhead of coordination, without the emotional labor of managing everyone's experience of those tasks. He plays with the children while you plan the birthday party, coordinate the gifts, manage the relationships with relatives, remember the preferences of friends. His play is bounded. Your management is infinite. The devaluation extends into language itself. You are nagging when you remind, controlling when you plan, emotional when you are overwhelmed. The words available to describe your experience are words of pathology, of excess, of failure to be the easygoing woman who flows with the chaos. That the chaos is not natural. It is the predictable result of a system that allocates all coordination to one person and then pathologizes her stress response. You are not broken. The system is breaking you. Consider the identity erosion that accompanies this labor. You were someone before this, someone with interests and ambitions and a sense of your own edges. Now you are diffuse, permeable, existing primarily in relation to others' needs. When someone asks what you do, you describe your family. When someone asks what you want, you translate the question into what would be best for the collective. Your desires have become so secondary that you no longer experience them directly. You feel resistance, perhaps, or exhaustion, or the vague sense that something is missing, but the specific content of your own wanting has been buried under the immediate demands of everyone else's. This is not martyrdom. This is the logical result of conditions that do not permit boundaries, that treat your time and attention as infinitely available resources to be allocated according to others' needs. The emotional labor of managing your family's experience, ensuring they feel loved and supported and happy, is work that you were socialized to perform and that they were socialized to expect. When you attempt to withdraw this labor, to claim time or attention for yourself, the system protests. Children act out. Partners become distant. The machinery of family life grinds against your resistance until you relent and return to your role. This is not conspiracy. This is the self-reinforcing nature of patterns established over years, the mutual adaptation to a division of labor that serves everyone except the one performing the invisible work. The mystery that structures your suffering reveals itself slowly. You believed that love would be recognized, that contribution would be valued, that the right combination of efficiency and sacrifice would eventually be noticed. But the system is designed for your invisibility. Recognition would require your partner to see what he has been permitted not to see, to acknowledge the comfort his oblivion provides, to confront the inequality that benefits him. This confrontation is threatening, and so your labor remains unnamed, your exhaustion remains individual, your anger remains unacceptable. The path forward requires not just better division of tasks, but fundamental reorganization of attention. You must stop managing the emotional experience of others, allowing them to feel the consequences of their own oblivion, permitting the system to show its cracks. This is terrifying, because you have been trained to believe that your value lies in preventing exactly these cracks, in smoothing over the rough edges of family life so effectively that no one else need notice them. But your invisibility is the price of this smoothness, and the price has become too high. When you finally speak the truth, when you say, "I cannot do this anymore, I will not do this anymore," you will face the extinction burst of the system, the escalation of demands and guilt and confusion that attempts to restore the previous equilibrium. Your children will need you more urgently. Your partner will suddenly discover tasks he cannot complete without your guidance. The machinery will scream against your resistance. This is not evidence that you are needed. This is evidence that you have been needed in ways that extract without replenishing, that use without honoring. Your freedom lies in tolerating this discomfort, in allowing the system to struggle without rushing to rescue it, in discovering whether the people you love can learn to see you when you are no longer performing invisibility. Some will rise to this challenge, some will not. This revelation is painful but necessary, the sorting of relationships based on their capacity for mutuality, rather than their dependence on your sacrifice. The word you must learn to hold is enough. Not enough as in adequate performance, but enough as in limit, boundary, the point beyond which you will not go. This is not selfishness. This is the preservation of the self that has been diffused into the management of others, the recovery of the person who existed before she became the solution to everyone else's problems. Write below the word that to reclaim, and let us witness your becoming visible, starting now.